He's never fought us. Not us united.
Die. Oh! I can so see that. That's it. Welcome to Comics League. I'm Jared, and today we are going to discuss the Jonathan Kent "You Are My Son" scene from Man of Steel. Now, why do I want to discuss this scene? Because this is one of the most misunderstood moments in Man of Steel. So, to give you background, I'm going to play the scene right now. So to set the stage, Clark has just saved the kids in the school bus, and one of the mothers of the kids in the school bus goes, he saw what Clark did. It was an act of God, Jonathan. So Clark is sitting in the back of a pickup truck. Jonathan comes up to him and says, you have to be more careful about how you use your powers. And then Clark says,
what was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe. There's more at stake here than just our lives, Clark, or the lives of those around us. When the world finds out what you can do, it's going to change everything. Our beliefs, our notions of what it means to be human, everything.
So, essentially, what is Jonathan Kent saying by this? What he's bringing up is, okay, first I'm going to take just that. What Jonathan Kent is really saying is, he's not saying, some people took this like, yeah, you should have let them die. But what you have to understand about this is that, first off, this is the modern world. I have to mention that because it's big here. But also, here's the thing. Jonathan Kent is petrified. He is afraid for his son. I want you guys to imagine this. Imagine you're a parent and your kid has these godlike powers, and you don't want, and you know what the world's going to do to that son when he's brought up. If New 52 Superman was a great example. Superman was captured and kidnapped by the government in his early days. That's what they don't want to happen to Clark. In fact, those of you in the movies watching the Flash trailer when Kara is abducted by a government, that's what happens essentially. Jonathan Kent knew that right now they're not ready, and that if Clark comes out, in other words, he's going to essentially, they're going to fear him and attack and possibly kill him, or try to kill him because he's Kryptonian, we will not be able to. But also, the other part of this scene that I think is very interesting that people miss out on is the scene that takes place after after Jonathan shows him the ship. And it's all part of this. This is my problem with people when they analyze this scene. They take that one maybe out of context and don't take into account the entire scene. That's why I'm making this instructional video. So John decides, okay, I'm going to tell him who he is, because Clark says, did God do this to me? Tell me. He takes him to the ship, to the barn, shows him the ship, and essentially he goes,
I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. All these changes that you're going through, one day you're going to think of them as a blessing, and when that day comes, you're going to have to make a choice. Choice of whether to stand proud in front of the human race or not.
Essentially, what the father is saying, what Jonathan is telling Clark, it's your choice. Now, think this through, son, because your choices are going to have consequences. In fact, in Superman Secret Origin by Jeff Johns, what happens is Jonathan tells Clark, choose your moment very, very carefully, because you can't put that genie back in the bottle. If you don't choose it right, they're going to fear you. That's just the way it's going to work. Because the modern world, if we have a person that shows up with godlike powers, of course we're going to fear him. But that's what I want you guys to do. Now, I have a challenge for you that are watching this video. Rewatch that scene of Man of Steel. Now, after watching this this instructional video with this new mindset and see at least if it changes your opinion on that scene a little bit. This could just be my interpretation. Hey, if you guys disagree with me, you're more than welcome to drop it in the comments what you guys think. I would love to hear it. I only ask that you be civil because I would love to hear you guys' opinions. I love it when the viewers give me their opinions on stuff and give me ideas on what other scenes in the Snyderverse or other superhero movies that you would love for me to analyze, because this may become a regular thing on the channel. So stay heroic, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.